Popular holiday resorts in Spain were subjected to a barrage of heavy rain and strong winds, as a heat wave that had gripped the region finally gave way to intense storms. The Balearic Islands, a key tourist destination, were among the first to experience the brunt of this severe weather. Ibiza and Formentera were initially struck by the storms, before the system moved further east towards the islands of Mallorca and Menorca, spreading its destructive force.
Esos dos que están ahí en la motora esa, va a ir subiendo la ola y se van a las piedras en el barco, ¿Cómo?
The situation in Formentera was particularly dire, as the island faced unprecedented levels of damage. Social media platforms quickly became flooded with videos and images depicting the chaos. In one particularly harrowing scene, the normally serene Formentera Sea was transformed into a maelstrom, with over a dozen boats stranded, due to the violent combination of rain and wind. The storm's ferocity proved too much for many vessels, as numerous boats, including sailboats over 12 meters in length, broke free from their moorings and were tragically driven onto the rocky shores. The aftermath of the storm saw significant damage not just to the boats, but also to the infrastructure on Formentera. The island's port was forced to close to all maritime traffic, a decision made by the Balearic Islands Port Authority, effectively isolating Formentera from the surrounding areas. The closure of the port highlighted the severity of the storm's impact, leaving the island temporarily cut off from the mainland and other islands.
¡Esto es un huracán! ¡No me jodas, tío! ¡Se caen las botellas! ¡Es que se ha abierto la ventana! No, salimos de aquí, que nos cae algo y nos mata.
One of the most notable casualties of the storm was a famous restaurant on Formentera, one of the island's most renowned establishments. The powerful winds caused substantial damage, partially destroying the iconic venue. This loss underscores the widespread devastation the storm inflicted on both the natural and built environment. In response to the crisis, local authorities issued urgent advisories, urging residents and tourists alike to avoid unnecessary travel, and to take all necessary precautions. The public was also strongly encouraged to stay informed about the evolving weather conditions, as the storm system showed little sign of abating quickly.
Mira, si tienes pasta para comprarte ese yate, los pones, pero el dinghy les da igual. Mira, está tratando.
The storm's destructive path was not confined to the Balearic Islands. Further north, in the town of Antolin near Valencia, around 300 people were evacuated from a supermarket, after heavy rain caused a portion of the roof to collapse. The situation inside the store was chaotic, with panicked shoppers scrambling to safety, as the ceiling gave way under the relentless downpour. In Madrid, the storm also made its presence felt in dramatic fashion. The stairs leading into Canal Station on Metro Line 7 were transformed into a raging torrent, with water gushing down the steps, as stunned onlookers captured the surreal scene on their phones. The sight of a metro station turning into a makeshift river left many in disbelief. In San Antonio, Ibiza, the storm led to severe flooding, with gutters overflowing in several parts of the town. The floodwaters were not just an inconvenience but a health hazard as well, with holidaymakers forced to navigate through streets contaminated with human waste.
Tormentita de verano.
The provinces of Murcia and Alicante were similarly battered by the storm, with flash floods sweeping cars down streets, further adding to the chaos. This storm came on the heels of another extreme weather event just under 2 weeks earlier. In Benidorm, a sudden hailstorm sent tourists scrambling for cover as the skies, once clear and blue, were overtaken by dark clouds. The storm, which lasted approximately 15 minutes, brought an abrupt end to yet another scorching day on the Costa Blanca. Footage from that day showed hailstones pelting the ground, a stark reminder of the unpredictable and often violent nature of the weather in the region during this period.
¿Habéis grabado eso? La con la puta.
The succession of these extreme weather events has left both locals and tourists on edge, highlighting the growing unpredictability of weather patterns in the Mediterranean. As these storms continue to batter the region, the focus remains on ensuring safety and mitigating the damage as much as possible.